Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.Com and we're looking at the Pollak trailer wiring adapter. This gives you a 7-pole round to a 7-way blade, and it allows you to transfer those wiring connections from one vehicle to another or from your vehicle to your trailer. Typically this is going to be used in mostly ag applications when you're moving things around on the farm and you just need to have those flashers so that you can let other people know to go around you or just to watch out. Some things to keep in mind though, a lot of times whenever you have a 7-blade round connection, it's going to be wired a little bit differently than what this is intended for. So if you have a separate brake signal from the trailer, the turn light signal, so if those are on different wires, the brake signal and the turn signals aren't combined, this won't work. It only works with a combined signal system. If it had a resistor or a converter in this, you could make it work, but it's just going to be a direct wiring. Also, you definitely want to test all the functions of the wiring because it can be a little bit squirrely as far as what lines up with what. A lot of things are wired differently anyway, or not really wired standard, so that's always something to keep in mind. But these, from what we've tested here at the shop, it seems like these don't always line up either. So the safest thing to do is just to test it before you get this installed, so you can see what portions of this connector in here connect to here, because it doesn't just go directly. It can be a little bit weird. So definitely want to test it with a voltmeter to make sure that you're getting the connections that you want. As far as the wiring harness itself, nothing too special about it. It's got some wire loom going over our wires to protect those, so it should keep them pretty safe. Definitely will keep them safe from any kind of cuts and things like that, so they're not going to get bounced around. It's not going to be completely watertight, of course. You can see all our wires inside there. All the wire gauges are listed on the product page here at etrailer.com, so if you do need to make any kind of changes and add in anything here, you can. If it were me, I'd probably make the changes inside the portion here. If you use a little Phillips screwdriver, you can usually get access to the wires in there. And it looks like there's a couple holders in here, and that will allow you to reroute the wires if you want to go that way. It's up to you though. I've seen some folks also say that their wiring didn't quite match up with where the catch is on this lid. It's pretty far up from what I've seen on other wirings. Usually it's further back, so that's something that's kind of weird. It's not long enough for me to put one end into the other, but you might have to make some modifications there. Really, it's just going to allow you to get from one connection to another, so just that different style of the round to the flat blade style, or the blade style. But I would definitely check those wires to see what corresponds with what. The orientation will be this kind of block here, that sort of long piece at the top. That should be the top of this, and then obviously this would be oriented like that. So you want to test it in this orientation to see what lines up with what. Overall length is about 14.5 inches. Should last you a long time. It's a pretty durable product as far as that goes, but just wanted to let you know that as far as the wiring functions, you definitely want to be careful with this and make sure that everything is lining up as you think, as you want it to. And again, if you have a separate wiring system, it will not work. It will only work with combined systems. If you try to use it with a separated, you basically just won't get that brake signal coming through. It'll only give you the turn signal, and even then it might be just all together. It won't necessarily give you right turn and left turn separately, if that makes sense. But that's pretty much all we have to look at with this wiring. I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is the right solution for you. And if you need any other parts, we do have a lot of options available here at etrailer.com. I'm Ellen here at etrailer. Thanks for watching.